field, and he steps barefoot right into a big, rancid, big, disgusting, smelly pile of cow shit. You're thinking, wow, how could it get any worse than that? Well, then Joe decides to sit down, and he goes, you guys want to know how much worse it could be? He picks his foot up, he sits down, he bends his foot up, and he starts licking it. That's how bad this fucking message is.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow.
Well, the Supergirl movie came out, and after weeks of Angry Joe attacking people because they had an opinion that differed from his, he ended up bending the same way as the critics. Guess what? You're a hypocrite, Joe. Let's get to that video from our boy D-Day Cobra. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1.
My shadow knows my story.
I get really angry when I see misogyny online, when these male influencers just talk bad about women because they exist. It bothers me.
By the way, to those who do not know, he's being sarcastic. This is, I think that this is done for parody, but you have to ask him. But to me, I'm getting a very heavy, like, sarcastic vibe from this.
It really bothers me, and I think we need to do better, Senator. We
need to be better. Be better.
Misogyny has to be called out. And I am going.
What happens when a person who calls other people misogynist for disliking the movie turns out to be a misogynist himself, because ultimately at the end of the day he also dislikes the movie? So is he ultimately is he a misogynist, or is it okay for him to hate it?
I am going to stand tall and make brave and stunning stances against misogyny. And that brings us to a social media influencer who is spewing vile hatred towards this poor woman because she exists. Angry Joe hates women in movies.
He hates them. He fucking hates them. He hates them.
I can't believe this. All because a woman exists. Angry Joe is very angry.
Angry.
All because
he's very
Supergirl
angry.
and Millie Alcock was in a movie, and Angry Joe puts this face up there. Look at that. That's the face of a...
That's the face that every bottle of tequila fears. If you're a bottle of tequila, oh God, you're going to be in for one hell of a bad night.
A man who hates women. What did women ever do to you? All women are doing is existing. They've lost all of their rights under the Trump administration.
Lost them all. Lost them all. It's a dark day, ladies and gentlemen. It's a truly dark day.
They literally can't leave their house. They can't do anything since Trump got elected.
Yeah, I remember those. The great lockout of 2025. Oh, those were dark days. Dark, very dark days.
And here's one woman who actually gets to star in a movie and live her dream as Supergirl. And Angry Joe is disgusted with the idea of a woman leading a movie. Incredible.
Oh,
While
God,
Trump
what the
is
fuck?
literally silent.
What the fuck was that? Oh, I don't need to see that. That's nightmare inducing. I'm not sure what's worse. The Joe rubbing his man tits, or Kat Burnell without makeup.
Seeing women all over this country. One woman stood above and said, "No, Donald, I'm going to be Supergirl." She told a story. I might get a little emotional talking about it. When she was a little girl, her mother, because her father was no longer in the
because he's a useless male. Fucking useless male. Fucking useless.
picture, because men are terrible, mother was taking her out for a stroll. And a soldier who just returned from war was walking down the street. He dropped his flag pin. Little Millie picked up that flag pin, looked at that soldier, and said, "Even though Trump isn't here, one day he will ruin women's existence. And I hope that you will stand against the misogyny." She handed that flag back to the soldier, looked up and said, "Freedom." Emotional time.
Freedom!
Angry Joe, he doesn't think that's a good story. He doesn't think that's heartwarming. He doesn't think that she deserves to have this movie because she's a woman.
Evil, evil woman.
I didn't rehearse this at all.
5 stars, dude. 5 stars. Oh, stand up. Stand up. 5 stars. Yeah, we need like fireworks and everything going off.
This shit up as I go. I'm. With that said, Angry Joe hates this movie, and well, Joe,
I love the irony. I love the freaking irony. Enraged Enrico over here, he was treating people like utter shit because they spoke out about the movie. But guess what? Angry Alberto decides that he's okay to say that it's a flawed mess, that he verbally attacks the movie. He verbally attacks the movie. But keep in mind, anybody else who does it is a misogynist.
total chud victory, because I watched it and oh my goodness, it was terrible. It was a horrible, horrible movie. I saw it today and I'm going to read you my review on Criticlist, which I gave a 15% out of 100.
15% is low.
I went into this movie with the lowest possible expectations and still left disappointed.
There is something that Kratos once said. And I use this for everything. Everything. Keep your expectations low and you will never be disappointed. The best advice you could ever be given. I always start my expectations off on the ground. And over the time, days, weeks, months, years later, that's when that will start either staying on the ground like a failure that it is, or it actually starts to move up. I never have my expectations high because then you'll be disappointed. But if you keep them so far fucking low that when it turns out to be something bad, you can be like, "Hey, I wasn't shocked." Now, to those who ask me, I did not go and see this movie, nor will I ever, for basically for 3 main reasons. Reason number 1, I'm tired of superhero movies. I just am. I'm fucking tired of them. The last superhero movie I watched from the beginning to the end was Deadpool 2. I saw some of the clips of Deadpool and Wolverine, and meh. After that, nah. Reason number 2. When you tell me, "Hey, Jeff, you got to do this," unless if it's for my job, then I have to do it because it's my job. But like if I'm on my free time and they say, "Jeff, you got to go see this movie," I will fucking dig my heels in and I'll be like, "No, fuck you. You don't tell me what to go do." I refuse to be told what to do. So that's another reason why. And number 3, I don't like to be gaslit. And that's what Angry Joe actually tried to do. I think it was like either the day before this fucking movie came out or the day of the movie. He actually did this whole gaslighting segment. "Oh, don't do it for yourself. Don't do it for the studio. Do it for your boy. Do it for your boy. Do it for your brother." And when the movie came out and it was utter shit, he then starts attacking the movie. Not shocked. And I think he also starts attacking the viewers low key.
Holy fuck, it's bad. Current Hollywood simply can't tell a female-led story without pushing some level of identity politics and or propaganda.
Hollywood's been inept for decades. It's been inept for decades. That's why you get nothing new anymore. That's why it's always fucking rehashes and remakes of everything. Hollywood has had no goddamn bones of originality for decades.
Millie Alcock isn't the worst part. In fact, I didn't completely hate her in terms of her performance. It's everything else that I hated. If she wasn't so annoying in the press interviews, I'd actually feel sorry for her because they did her dirty in this movie.
Oh yeah, by the way, another reason why I didn't watch the movie besides those three is also I find her attitude outside of the movie to be abhorrent. Literally, these movie production companies, when they have their stars go out there to promote their movies, there should be like a literal fucking list of things that they can and cannot talk about. Just stick to the fucking bullet points. Hey, this is going to be an awesome movie. It stars, I think her name is Kara. I don't really follow Supergirl that much. Stars this girl named Kara. She's suffering through tragedy. She's suffering, a hard life. I think I did a good job. I hope that I can win over some viewers. I hope that you will like this movie. I hope that you will come and see this movie. Boom, down, step, boom. That'd be fine. Do not give these fucking actors carte blanche to say whatever they want, because you will have the trolls that are the media basically trying to troll them into saying stuff. That's what fucking happened with that Rachel Zegler bitch. This girl here is she's the 2026 version of Rachel Zegler. These actors need to literally just be given, just talk about this, and this. Well, what if they don't ask questions about it? Then you don't fucking talk to them. Is that fucking hard? Is that rocket science, you dumb bitch?
So the story is absolutely pointless and the writing is impressively horrible. Crypto is annoying as fuck. I typically can't watch sad dog movies, but I don't give a damn about this CG dog. I really don't. Jason Momoa plays Jason Momoa as usual. The villain is truly one of the worst I've seen. Absolutely painful. There's zero reason for this movie to exist. It doesn't tell a story worth seeing, and there's no real development. Let's just call this movie what it is. Feminist propaganda, plain and simple. That's what this movie is. It is feminist propaganda to a T. That is why this.
Ultimately, that's up to you to decide if it is or is not. My whole, like I said, I deal with like superhero movie burnout. That's like the main thing for me. Then, like I said, there's the fucking issue with Allie Milcock, whatever her fucking name is, attacking people for, being Christian dads. I'm not even religious, but I understand that people have a right to practice whatever they want to do. By attacking a specific group of people, you're already fucking yourself in the ass. You're already turning them off to your product if you start targeting people. And then when she got baited by that gay reporter, that was just another nail in the casket. Another nail in the casket. Like I said, these actors and actresses, that way people can't say you're being sexist. These actors and actresses need to literally be giving a fucking piece of paper. If need be, staple that motherfucker to their forehead. Talk about these things. Do not talk about these things. It's not that fucking hard of rocket science.
Movie was made. That is exactly it. No other reason for this movie to exist. They simply said, we need to make this movie so that we can tell a feminist story and virtue signal. And overall, it is sitting at a 29% on.
That's low. That's low.
Critic list, 33 votes in. I gave it a 15%. It's bad. It is real fucking bad. So that's Mike. There's Mike. Mike gave it a 30%.
30's higher than 15.
But yeah, man, it is not good at all. Man, what a bad movie. But the thing is with Joe, and this is what was funny about Angry Joe, is that he virtue signaled for this movie big time.
Oh yeah, that's what Joe does. That's what Perturbed Pedro likes to do. He is so fucking into his own politics. It's not even fucking funny. It's not even fucking funny. But yeah, like I said, towards the end, just before this movie was coming out, you would think that he had goddamn, what's that director's name? The guy who directed the movie. I can't recall whatever his name is. I can't recall what his name is right now. You'd swear that he has his dick in Joe's ass so fucking far out that when he explodes, it's a geyser that comes out of Joe's mouth.
He lashed out at me, Disparu, Drinker, Gary, everybody. He was so angry. Everyone was saying like this movie was gonna be crap, and Joe was just no. You guys are just misogynists. You guys just hate women. And then he watched.
And then guess what he does after he sees the movie? He basically almost says the same things that his critics say, or that the movie's critics say. But because this is Perturbed Pedro, it's all okay. Everybody else, they can't say shit because they're misogynists and they're phobes and cis or whatever the fuck you want to call them. But for Enraged Enrico, it's okay.
And he ended up hating it.
Why did you do that? The whole point of this. Did you miss the whole fucking point? At the end, okay, let me say this. There's two things. I'm getting into my hate. Okay, as you can tell, I'm getting the hate. The angry hate. Good. Good. The voice. Stop influencing me.
As you can see, Joe has a 500. He's been racial. Look at the comments. 825 comments. 544 likes.
That's bad. That's very bad. You got to think that is just, I don't know what the current numbers are, but going by that right there, I'm pretty sure Jose Olay, that he saw this early in the morning on Twitter, and he was just fucking beating and abusing that damn tequila bottle. The tequila bottle is probably like, no more, please. I'm sorry. What did I do wrong? I apologize.
So I responded, and I just put this picture of Gary, and I just put laughing emojis. It got 4,000 likes. I didn't even say anything. I just
sometimes a picture says it all.
Put this stupid picture of Gary. That's all I had to do.
You know what I'm waiting for? I am waiting for goddamn Kino Casino to just tear upset Uberto a new asshole. I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Oh, the internet is so much fun. It really is. But good old Joe, man, he's having a tough one right now. Kata says, doesn't this mean you hate women now, Joe? Isn't that how this works?
Yep. Congratulations, Joe. You're a misogynist.
Yes. Everybody's calling him a misogynist in his comments.
I love that picture. I fucking love that picture.
It wasn't made for you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's just getting crushed. He's getting absolutely roasted, and rightfully so. So there you have it. I'll talk more about Supergirl at a later date, but those are my general thoughts right there. It's a bad movie, but I will say this: like, even though I went into it, not having a high opinion of Millie Alcock, I gotta say, man, she's not as bad as I was anticipating. But the portrayal of her is so horrible. They did this girl wrong. In fact, this is what Millie Alcock looked like through the whole fucking movie. She looked like Sabretooth from the first X-Men movie, the whole fucking movie. That's all I saw was her as Sabretooth. It's literally.
I'm not going to try to shit on her for her looks because look at me.
what she looked like. And they did her no favors with the close-ups and the angles and all of that, man. I mean, it was horrible how they did her. I couldn't believe it. I would say between her and Momoa, they were the least, I guess, they were the least problematic in the movie, I guess is the thing. Like, their castings were fine. And I think in a different world with a different director and a different script, I don't think she would be the worst choice for Supergirl. But the way that they treated her in this movie, it was bad. It was very, very bad. But hey, you get what you deserve. I got no sympathy for her whatsoever.
Okay, so that is about it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I actually end this video, our boy Perturbed Pedro, I like putting these names together and everything. Our boy Angry Joe, he had a chance to fix what he did. He did. I would like to think that unless you are some abhorrent piece of shit like DSP Gaming, that can never be redeemed, or you're a pedophile, or you're a murderer or something who cannot be redeemed either. I like to think that people have a chance to kind of fix the ship, to right what they did that was wrong, basically. Joe had one job, basically. He had, I was about to say one chance. He had one job. He literally had one fucking job. I'm not saying that he would have actually been, would have actually got everybody to turn around and like him again, but he would have had at least a chance to get a lot of people go and think, you know what? He said he was sorry. And, I'm willing to give the guy a chance, because we all have our stumbles. You have your stumbles. I have my stumbles. I'll be honest. One of my major stumbles was when I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school. And when I was just so fucking done with schooling at that time, I was just so fucking done. I literally gave the middle finger to schooling. You see this middle finger here? That's what I'm like, fuck you, schooling. And then 19 years later, I'm a teacher. Go figure. It's one of those weird things, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of those weird things. But I like to think that even if we stumble, we can fix it. We can fix it. And our boy Joe, Angry Joe Vargas, he had a chance. He had a chance to at least say, hey, you know what? I was wrong. I attacked a lot of people. I did, there are people who literally said the same thing I said. And maybe I should apologize to those people. Maybe I should apologize. And by doing this, maybe it would have caused people to look at Joe in a different light. Goes, you know what? We all get into our emotions. We let our emotions speak for us sometimes. I was trying to beat my chest by my thing. Ah! We let our emotions speak for us sometimes. And sometimes we get out of control. Hey, it's okay. Shit happens. It happens. Joe had a chance to basically say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize to the people I attacked. I got lost in the heat of the moment. And I will try to reflect and do better. Is that what Joe did? No, Joe did not do that. He decided to go on this fucking diatribe here. He decided to go on this diatribe. And I'm not going to read all this. You can literally see it right here. Here, let me turn off my camera, though. He went on this diatribe. And he fucking basically gaslit everybody into trying to convince him, oh, I told you guys that the movie wasn't doing good. I told you guys. Oh, really, Phil? I was just about to call him Phil. Oh, really, Joe? You were trying to tell everybody that you were trying to tell us that the movie wasn't going to be good. Bullshit! Get the fuck out of here, Joe. With your gaslighting attempt. I can tell when somebody's trying to gaslight me, and I This is gaslighting as bad as it gets. So I read this, and I decided to give my honest response. Here's what I said. You literally had one job, and you somehow managed to fuck that up. Seriously, you think that this diatribe is going to make you look good? Time to put down the tequila, bro. Joe, it's time to put the bottle down. Oh God. If Joe attacking people prior to the movie coming out was the equivalent of him walking and kind of, walking, and stumbling and falling head first right into a big steaming pile of horse shit. Bam! Right? Something like fucking out of Back to the Future 3. If him attacking people was him falling into that big pile of horse shit, well, this message that he posted here, this is the equivalent. I want this image in your fucking head. I want it in your head. Anyway, this message here from our boy Angry Joe, this would be the equivalent of him walking barefoot in that same field. This is my fat ass walking in the field, like, haha, like my Vince McMahon power walk, haha. Anyway, this is, Angry Joe be walking in that goddamn field, and he steps barefoot right into a big, rancid, big, disgusting, smelly pile of cow shit. You're thinking, wow, how could it get any worse than that? Well, then Joe decides to sit down, and he goes, you guys want to know how much worse it could be? He picks his foot up, he sits down, he bends his foot up, and he starts licking it. That's how bad this fucking message is. That's how bad Joe has managed to fucking stumble each and every fucking time when it comes to this fucking movie. I like to equate Joe fucking up this bad to when Joe attacks EA for constantly releasing the same shit again and again and again when it comes to Madden. Joe will be like, how can you be so fucking stupid to release the same shit year after year after year? Joe, how can you be so fucking stupid to not understand that you fucking lost this fight? You lost this fight, and now you're licking the shit off of your feet. How can you be that stupid, Joe? The best thing that Perturbed Pedro can do right now is just fucking turn off the internet. Take a 3-month-long siesta. Go back to Puerto Rico. Go back to wherever the fuck it is that brings you happiness and contentment. Because I can guarantee you, the rest of this summer, it's going to be a fucking nightmare for you. You need to get off the internet, dude. You need to get off the internet. You need to fucking get off the internet. This is not a realm that is meant for you anymore, dude. And I'm going to say this, and I hope he fucking sees it. I fucking hope he sees it, because I know, and I fucking love it. There is a dedicated portion of Angry Joe, ass kissers that will infest every video that talks negatively about Perturbed Pedro, and they try their hardest to make you feel bad. Oh, you're fucking ugly. You're fucking this. You're that. And then I'm going to say this, and I know that they're going to go to his fucking little Twitter. Did you hear what this fat fuck said about you, Joe? I'm hoping that they say it. Joe, buddy, you're no longer cool. You're no longer cool. If OJ and Alex were fucking smart, they would look at you like the fucking albatross that you are, and they would free themselves. If they were fucking smart, they would distance themselves as far from you as fucking possible. Hell, if they were smart, they would go and start up their own podcasting group. When I used to, up to the point when I stopped watching Angry Joe, his channel, period, I was mainly watching for OJ and Alex. Because, in my opinion, those two people, OJ and Alex, they are the ones that really make that channel shine. It's not Angry Joe. It's not Joe Vargas. It is not. It's OJ and Alex. But yeah, so that's basically all I really had to say. Just have a few laughs and just point and laugh. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Kino Casino to tear Angry Joe apart. It's going to be fucking hilarious. And when that comes out, you can damn well guarantee I'm going to be doing a react to that. Until next time, take it all easy, everybody. Peace out.